Sound check, sound check. Sound check, sound check. If you can hear me, let me know that. I think I'm having a problem with my audio. Not sure yet. I'm coming through? Okay, T. I don't know what's going on with my headphones. And I couldn't hear myself on playback. But I'm gonna give everybody about another 5 more minutes or so to get in. I really not expecting a huge crowd tonight, especially since it's Mother's Day. And so we're gonna just put this out there as people enjoy their Mother's Day and they get relaxed and get home and wind down, they'll catch the replay. I'm not too big on numbers right now, since we're just starting off. This will be our second show, and sorry. Usually my background is more of you see my picture more, and then my logo is right beside my head. But for some reason, and I should have checked it earlier, but I waited till the last minute, being lazy today with all this rain, and I didn't go ahead and get everything set up and looked at before I really got started. You know, I consider myself an expert after doing one damn show. How about that? But I hope y'all enjoy what I got to say today. Some people won't. Just to be quite frankly, it's gonna offend some people. I know the ladies will be very surprised by what I'm gonna say. But yeah, we'll give them a few more minutes for them to come on in the house, and then we'll get started. We ain't gonna be in here long because my food just got here and I'm ready to eat. And all this equipment is hot, and so we're gonna try to get this done, get it in. My boys are telling me I'm coming through, so I trust them. I really couldn't. I don't know why I couldn't get any feedback. I couldn't hear myself on my headphones, but that's all right. Let's say happy Mother's Day to all the ladies. Hey, queens, happy Mother's Day. My mother's been gone now for 16 years. Be 16 years this year, and it's a really tough day for the motherless. I tell you that much. Even after all these years, I still think about my mom. I still, find myself still wanting to call her sometimes. And on Mother's Day, I definitely understand, especially for those who are going through the first couple ones. Without mom, it could be a really, really tough day. And so my heart goes out to all of you all. And, one thing I have learned over the years is that even though my mother is gone, I have plenty of women that have surrounded me and poured love into me and have really wanted to see me do good, just like my mother. So, God doesn't make any mistakes. He called your mother home, but he always gives you more than what you ask for. And like I said, I got several mothers now. And but use this day how you need to use it. If you needed to grieve, grieve. If you feel like celebrate, go out and celebrate. Um, you know, but definitely happy Mother's Day to all of y'all. Got a few more minutes, then we're gonna get started. I know it's been raining today, but I hope everybody's had a good day. Took mama out to dinner, or cooked her dinner, or something like that. Got her something nice. They do deserve it. No doubt about that at all. Mothers do deserve all the accolades they get. That is straight up. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get into this subject. Just a little background on this. My guy T Hodge, he's watching me. What's up, T? He inboxed me a topic, and then it was entitled "Eve was first and not David." And I said, that's interesting. And then he said that I asked him, like, what was the background? What's the thought process behind it? And he pretty much is saying, like, he was having a conversation, and the women were saying that Eve had to be first because a rib can't produce no baby. Very interesting. Now, I can't go along with that thought process because I actually, believe the scriptures. Growing up in the South, you taught the Bible first before you taught anything. I remember my grandmother used to teach us the 23rd Psalm before we can read. So I do believe that the scriptures are true. And if you believe the scriptures are true, then we know that can't be possible because that would mean that Eve birthed David and then waited until he was boyish or close to being a man, and then decided to make a family with him. But the scripture doesn't teach us that. When we look at the Bible, and I ain't trying to get preachy because that's not my calling, but when you do look at the scriptures, you look at Genesis and you look at the creation, the scripture simply says that God said, let us make man in our image, in our likeness. And he created David from dirt, basically. And then as the story progresses, as David was working and naming all the animals and all the birds and all the fish, God had saw that David was by himself. And God said, it's not good, for David to be alone. He felt sorrowful about David. And I want you to picture in your mind how intimate the relationship was with David and God at that time. You're looking at a person that's by himself on the earth, nothing else around him but animals. And all he had was God. That's whole nother word right there. But David was by himself, and God put him to sleep and took his rib out, and here comes Eve. But today, I actually want to talk more so on the beginning of that statement where God says, let us make man in our image and our likeness. And one thing I want to talk about today, and I know this ain't going to be very popular amongst the brothers, but men, are we really operating in the image and the likeness of God? And I ain't talking about everybody. I'm not talking about most of the men I know that's out here working and doing the best they can for their kids and staying out of trouble and doing what they have to do on a daily basis. But yesterday, it really was a turning point for me. I was going to kind of go in a different direction with this topic, but after seeing some of the stuff I just saw in these last couple of days, and I'm just going to be straight up and straightforward. Black men, we got to do better out here, man. We got to do better. There's a whole lot to be desired for our behaviors these days. And I ain't talking about a lot of the older guys I know. Most of the guys I run around in circles with, man, they older. Hell, they done ran out of gas, retired. We just want to work, come home, put our feet up, eat good, and go to sleep. Every now and again, have some of the sex. But we do need to. We really need to get our hands on these young men. And I'll give you some examples of what I'm talking about. Yesterday, the first example I'm going to give you, this young man, I saw this young couple, rather, walking down Broadway. And it was a young man, and he had his woman with him, and the woman had a baby. He's pushing the stroller. And I got excited. It made me feel good because I love seeing Black fathers. I love seeing young Black men with the mother, with the baby. That just does something for me because I remember I was 22 when I had my first baby. And I didn't know what I was doing. But I hung in there with their mother. I hung in there with, my kid's mother. And, we didn't have everything together, but we was together. And so, yeah, I was excited and about to applaud the young man. And then as they went past me, I noticed that I thought his inside arm was wrapped around her. His hand actually was holding his damn pants up because his pants was down to his knees. And I said, damn, what if it's a busy sidewalk, what if somebody bump into her? He got to catch the baby, or if she needs him to hold the baby. He can't do it because he's holding his goddamn pants up. And I'm damn, you're a father now. It's time to pull your pants up. You got a belt. God made belts. He made suspenders. There is no excuse in my mind for a grown man, and that's the craziest damn part about it. These are the same guys that have belts on the pants, but they still holding them up by hand. It blows my mind. And maybe I'm just old man and just having a grumpy old man moment. But yeah, the young man was holding the pants up on one hand and trying to push the stroller with the other. And then the next example I saw, this young man comes up to me, him and his young lady, and he says, "Hey, brother." I said, "What's going on, brother?" And he says, "Hey, man, how much is the drinks in here?" I said, "Well, man, I don't drink, but from what I understand, your best value probably would be to get a bucket of beer, because a bucket of beer is about $30, $35. I said, you get a shot. You spending, $10, $10, $12 on a shot, and you really ain't getting much." I said, "So get you a bucket of beer or something, man." And he said, "Okay." He looks down at his girl, and he said, "Baby, you got that?" I looked, frowned up. I said, "What?" And she looked at him, and he said, "What? I spent my last coming to get you." Full attitude. You the one wanted to go out. And she said, "Well, yeah, I guess so." And, really? It's too many free things for you to do. Then you got to reach in your girl's purse to pay for some beer? Next example, older man, family, they out downtown. They coming down, they was coming in the bar, had a young daughter with them, teenage girl, This was after we quit letting minors in. So he looks over and asks my man Damon. He was like, can I leave her outside while we going for a minute? And this man leaves his teenage child outside of a bar at nighttime to go in and look at the Cadillac on the damn wall and listen to the music. And I'm like, what is we doing? One last example. This young man comes up to me. Hey, I said, what's up, man? My friend ain't got no ID, but he go $20. What can you do for him? I said, hell, I can't go get that man ID. Why is you trying to get in a bar and you ain't got no ID and you're a grown-ass man? Black man, this ain't what God had in store for us. Like I said, when God made when he made Adam, that was a very personal, intimate thing. And we consider ourselves as Black people, God's chosen people. I heard it been said all my life. And now we have men are letting ourselves degrade to this level. This is all we can offer now. Too many men I see today are too comfortable with a woman taking care of them. And let me tell y'all young man something. I know I got a couple of young fellas that's gonna watch this. Ain't no woman gonna respect a man that they gotta take care of. No woman, not even your mama, is gonna respect you if she gotta take care of you and you grown. A grown man takes care of himself. A grown man takes care of his children. He does whatever he has to do to take care of his children. Because that's something you produce. See, going back to the Adam and Eve theory that Eve somehow bore Adam and birthed him with no father and another, miraculous conception and all that stuff. See, the woman, as blessed as she is, she's just the life cocoon. Okay? The life force. Hear me now. The life force is in the man. Your nutsack is carrying the life force. She don't have nothing swimming around inside of her all day long. You do. Your sperm are living and swimming inside of you right now. That means you have the life inside of you. All she can do is carry it. It'll grow inside of her, whether she wants it to or not. It's going to grow, and with the Lord's blessing, it'll be birthed into the world. But he put that responsibility on you. When after they ate the fruit from the tree of knowledge, God didn't come looking for Eve. He came looking for Adam. That means as a man, as a Black man, we have responsibilities in this world that maybe no other man really could understand. Yes, life is going to be hard for you. Yes, things are going to be difficult. Yes, we've all heard it. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what part of town you grew up in. I don't care what era you grew up in. All of us was always taught the same thing. You had to work twice as hard just to be equal. Okay? That means to be excellent, you got to work 3 times, sometimes 4 times hard. And what trips me out is, man, you see these same young cats, man, they walking around full of attitude, full of anger. The guy last night, man, he was mad about a situation that happened at the workplace, and he got all this attitude, all this energy. He clapping his hands, talking about what he gonna do to somebody. Like, come on, dude. Really? The world don't owe you anything. Don't owe you a damn thing. You got to get out here and get it like everybody else. And here we are in 2021, and we got a lot of little young boys, pretty much mama's boys, mama's babies, and all they know how to do is whine and cry when they can't get their way. Then they want to see you. They want to pull out a gun on you. They want to pull out a knife on you. We've seen this over and over and over and over again. Come on now. We got to do better. And I'm issuing a challenge out to all the guys in my peer group. Pretty much, fellas, it's going to be, we've got to step up, man. I know a lot of good fathers, a lot of good men that's out here, man. Excellent men. We got to help these young men somehow. I know a lot of them don't want to listen. But the few that's willing, I try to get them as much knowledge as possible. Because that's the only way we're going to evolve. We're going to survive. I mean, it's almost like we've forgotten all that old school training that we came up under. Knowing that, hey, tomorrow's not promised. You got to work for it today. You got to get up. You got to go get it. You can't sleep in the bed all day. You got guys sleep in the bed all damn day. Some of these guys, I'm tell you something else too. I've been noticing. A lot of these black dudes ain't washing their asses. Oh yeah, they come into the spot. They raise their arms up. They funky, and it ain't from just sweating in the bar. You coming in stinking because you ain't washing your ass. That's something that should be done daily. My mom used to say cleanliness is next to godliness. You should be clean every day. I'm seeing guys dirty nails, dirty in their fingernails, been there for days. That ain't from working hard. That's because you're not washing your ass. You scratching your dirty ass. Go get in the bathtub. Quit expecting everybody to give you something. I get guys every night come out there. Man, come on, man, look out for me, man. Come on, do this, do that, do it. Why do we expect somebody to give you something all the time? Why is it, like I was telling my friend Damon, I'm like, man, why is it always, it seems like it's a one-way situation. They want us to do everything for them. They ain't never trying to see what they can do for us. Or better yet, do something for yourself, young black people, please. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I'm not a huge proponent of, you got to go to college, you got to get all this education and all that kind of stuff. I don't really see a whole lot of great benefit in that unless you're going for straight specialties and you're going straight from school to a workplace. You already got all that lined up. So I can't keep saying, I'm not one to keep saying, go get education. Education is the key. Yeah, it's good to have your education, but education ain't gonna do you no damn good out here in the world because education alone don't pay no bills. All I'm asking any of us to do, man, is just do the best you can with what you got. Everybody can't be no athlete. I know everybody can't be no musician. I know everybody, they want to be rappers, but that game ain't got the money in it that it used to have. Young black man, please hear me. There's nothing wrong with going out here, going to work, working hard, and getting it out on your own. You shouldn't be expecting a woman to be your transportation, to be your housing, to cook for you. And then you come in there with your ass stinking, and she done been at work all day, and she come home and your ass stink, and then you telling her what you want for them. And then you got an attitude, or you got your mouth turned up because she ain't listening to what you telling her to do. She not being submissive. She not obeying you. She not going to. That's in a woman's nature. That's in her very nature to fight against something that's going against her well-being. You take it from her. Point blank, period. I know it's a joke that people say about eating up the baby's fruit snacks and all that stuff. That's a real thing. These dudes is really out here eating up these children stuff on their PlayStation, on their Xbox, and all that type of shit. I keep asking the question. I don't know how the women get wet over, but that's a whole nother story. I ain't gonna beat on the women today. I'm not gonna do that. I promise I wouldn't. But yeah, black men, we got to do better. We got to do better, man. Well, and I'm hoping that this rallying cry to try to help these brothers as much as we can. And anybody that knows me know I got a bunch of young guys I work with at work. I try to be in all their ear, try to be a listening post for them, listen to what they have to say. And I think most of them will tell them, I try to give them advice, but I also respect where they come from and their viewpoint as well. Because sometimes I do think when you get older and you want to tell somebody something, you figure that they're supposed to know it like you know it. They're supposed to be where you are. And they're not. You know, I can't expect a 24, 21, 20-year-old, 23-year-old to have the same viewpoint as I do at 40 because I've already been where they're at. They haven't been where I am. So I try to listen to them with my 20-year-old mind, but also give them a 40 years worth of experience and let them know, okay, you know, that's not bad. How about thinking about it like this? And that's really, I think that's really all we can do is plant the seed, let God do the watering, let him grow it. Plant a seed, let God do the growing. I got T laughing. But I will give women a piece of knowledge right now, give it to you for free. And then I'm probably gonna wait a little bit and see if anybody want to call in. But you know, ladies, and I'm trying to keep this not as less vulgar as possible because Lord, I looked up last time and I had a preacher in the audience and all that kind of stuff. And I know I got church folks on here, so I ain't trying to. They're gonna be like, Lord, Deacon Jones up there acting a fool. I ain't trying to be too vulgar. But ladies, let me say this. You know, when you go out here and you go and say you're going to get a luxury car, say you're going to get a Bentley, all right, there are some qualifications. You got to be qualified. You got to meet a certain criteria to go and buy a Bentley. You just can't show up and say, hey, I got this amount of money and I work this job. Can I get one? No, they'll be nice and let you look at it. They'll open the doors, let you look inside. They probably won't let you sit in it, but they'll let you look at it. And you ain't test driving, that's for damn sure. Because there's a criteria that has to be met. You have to be qualified. I said all that to say this, ladies. If you say you got a Rolls Royce WAP or wherever else you got that you bring, whatever you bring to the table, okay? Whatever you bring to the table, if it's top notch, like y'all all say y'all got, now I'm not going to dispute it, then shouldn't the person be qualified to get it? Shouldn't it be qualified? I know if I felt like my thing was Lamborghini, I'm not letting anybody have it, just anybody have it. No, that's a $300,000 car. Think I'm letting just anybody ride in it? No. No, they got to be qualified. Do you have a job? What kind of job do you do? What kind of work you do? Okay, that's nice. How long you been on this job? Oh, okay. You got some benefits at this job? You been there long enough to get benefits? Uh-huh. Where did you work before that? Where do you live at? See, sometimes, ladies, you gotta ask these tough, personable questions. You need to see if this person is really qualified to have your good thing or your good things. Whatever it is in life that you offering to a man or a woman, you need to make sure they qualify, baby. Because if God gave you something precious to offer, to give the world or whatever, everybody ain't supposed to have access to it. I see far too many good women giving up all them goodies and all their preciousness to a fool that shouldn't even know what her last name is. He shouldn't even say, "Hey, Miss Johnson." No, he shouldn't know what your last name is. He's not qualified for it, baby. He should have to be able to put in an application. You need to process that thing. You need to do some background searching. You need to see what you're really working with. You need to see what you're bringing into your household. Okay, what you bringing in around your children. You see, far too often, I hear this excuse too. Oh, he wouldn't do nothing to my kids. Oh, he wouldn't do that. And it be the ones that's playing with your daughter and your little boys. Oh, I know. Come on now. Come on, Jesus. I know I'm right about it. You need to do a background search. Is he a former sex offender? Hell, is he addicted to porn? These are some. What kind of porn does he like? See, y'all want to stop dudes from watching porn. I remember, hell, I was with several girls. What you watching that for? You got a whole woman over here. And I used to tell her, "Hey, come over here and watch it with me. Then. Let's watch it together." You need to see what kind of stuff these dudes are really into. See, y'all thinking going through the phones and looking at text messages and emails and all that stuff. Ask him the upfront stuff, ugly stuff first. And if he ain't qualified, hell, let him get up and walk away and go about his business. You can't do nothing with somebody who don't want nothing. I'm sorry. That's a point blank period. You can't do nothing with somebody who don't want nothing. And there's a whole lot of dudes out here that don't want anything. So that's all, baby. Make sure you qualified before you give him that good stuff. Yeah, we know it's good. Hell, if it wasn't good, he wouldn't be out there. Just make sure he's worthy. That's all I can ask for. Yeah, that's what I want my daughter to consider. That's what I tell her. It ain't for everybody, baby. The Bible says, protect your pearls from the swine. You don't let everybody play with your pearls. Keep that to yourself, baby. Sit on that good stuff. If you got money, keep that money in the bank. How you gonna take him shopping and he can't buy you a Happy Meal? How you gonna go pick him up and he can't buy gas? And then if you buy gas, that's a whole different story. Because if he get out, you buy gas, hell, he gonna make you get out and pump it. Well, now let me stop. That's a whole nother story, whole nother show. Well, that's really all I really wanted to get through on this show. I thought it was a interesting premise, something to build off of. I appreciate my man T for sending that to me. If anybody wants to send me a show, show off topics or any ideas, I'm always going to entertain them. I don't run out of stuff to say as far as topic wise, but anytime, I entertain it. Might put it on there next week. Never know. Also, I want to go ahead and announce this Tuesday. I'm hoping this Tuesday. I'll be giving you my first guest on the King's Court. Just a little spinoff, not so much me doing so much talking, but just really giving a spotlight to me and giving me a platform to talk about their trials and tribulations, and hopefully try to have an impact on these young men that's out here. Because these young men, I'm telling you, they're in bad shape. And so, yeah, come Tuesday, I got a very special first guest. Hopefully, we can get that worked out. If not, this Tuesday we can get it together. I do have somebody else that's lined up for the Tuesday afterward. And that's gonna be, I know that's gonna be incredible. I'm actually looking forward to that one myself. But yeah, hopefully Tuesday is my first guest. It's very personal for me. So we're gonna do that. We wanna uplift our Black men. We want to uplift Black fathers, because Black fathers are important. And Black fathers are to be respected, not made fun of, not being Ben Vereen, the typical deadbeat missing daddy. We getting rid of that. That's one thing I'm very proud of most of the men in my generation, is we've all been hands-on. We've been there from day one, and we continue to be there, even after they're grown. And my son will be grown this year. My daughter will be grown next year. And so, we want to uplift those men and give them a platform to speak their mind and say what they feel about the world and parenting and fathering and being Black, all of those things. But I appreciate y'all checking in today and watching the show. If you didn't watch it live, please watch the replay, like it, share it, give me comments. The Cash App and the Venmo is in the description. So if you want to give an offering, go ahead. It's offering time. We're going to pass the plate around as the choir gives another selection. One of these days, I might come on here and sing for y'all a little bit. I ain't sang in a while. So, yeah, we might do that. But that's the show for today. I'm glad everybody made it in. We'll make it in. Y'all have a good, blessed rest of the day.